everyone, I've missed you guys so much. So we're going to do a collective reading for all signs. We're going to tap in and see what you guys need to know. I do have a manifestation oils for sale. The link for that will be in the description box, but I am sold out of my money and love oil. They are 5-star rated, and I'm also doing rituals every new moon and full moon. Anything from winning a court case, losing weight, attracting a true soulmate, for a raise, promotion. Those are really successful, and I put myself in them every single month. And they work, trust me. So if you want to take a look at that, the link will be in the description box. I have about maybe 20 rituals in total so far, and they range anywhere from $7 to $10. So for as much as a drink or maybe even lunch, you can go ahead and change your life. So let's see. What do you guys need to know? What information needs to be relayed? Also, thank you, Destiny, for sending me this deck. I can't wait to use it. Shout out to her, and thank you guys so much for your support and any donations. Much appreciated. We have the Hangman, the Lovers, the Page of Cups, Two of Wands, Justice, Ten of Wands, Six of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. So what I'm seeing is that people encounter you when they're in that immaturity phase, maybe even refusing to grow or refusing to ascend in some way. You're sent into people's lives to bring them some sort of change, and there's a shock factor that also comes with you. I feel like the divine puts a lot of trust. You are someone who I feel tends to be very dedicated to yourself, someone who's very self-disciplined, and right now you may be in a pause, maybe in a suspension stage in your life when it comes to career or just like love in general, not necessarily getting what you deserve, but right now is the time to pause and really reflect, because I feel like there's someone in your life, actually there's 10 people in your life that you've been bringing karma or dharma to. So these 10 people may have even caused you some form of havoc, trauma, chaos. They gossiped about you. They talked about you to their friends, their family members. These are people that put unnecessary obstacles in your path, and these are individuals who now have to suffer. They now have to suffer the same fate. So anyone that you encountered in the past and they just made your life hard and you felt like, oh, these people got away with it, that nothing ever happened to them, behind the scenes they are going through a lot of tumultuous energy. And with the Six of Pentacles, it's like now you have the opportunity to give to people who respect you. Equal give and take seems to be a really heavy theme in your energy. Some of you may have been giving in the past to the point where it was overexerting yourself, like taking away from yourself to keep other people happy, especially if you were somebody who was empathic. This is like you realizing that you need to put yourself first. Communication is also going to be an issue. I feel like you guys may hear something either on social media, on your phone, some sort of drama. There's some form of communication that's going to come in from someone from the past who wants to come in. This could be a ex, a friend, a family member. This person wants to kind of let bygones be bygones. They want to give you some sort of apology or offer, but I wouldn't trust this person. They only want access to your blessings, your protection, your money. So when you deal with people, it's like they get all of your blessings as well, which is why it's very important for you to value yourself and know that anyone that's around you, they reap the benefits of you, of your purpose, of your light, of your protection, of your energetic shield. And sometimes you try to shield people that are terrible. They're evil. They have ill intentions. And sometimes some of that bad karma will rub off onto you. So if you were asking yourselves questions like, there was a certain point in time where I was putting in all this hard work, effort, time, and dedication, nothing was happening. I wasn't seeing any type of, movement or progression from it. You need to start asking yourself, who were you surrounded by at that time? Did they bring more blessings into your life, or did they bring more hazards, more obstacles, more delays? Because there's an issue with carrying too many burdens that aren't even your own. And with the Six of Pentacles, once you delegate what's important to you, and once you really look at who's there for you when things are bad, when you need some form of like support system, or when you really need help, who is there for you? And those are the people that you most likely can count on. But whoever this past ex is coming back, they may have even tried to do, if this is an ex, friend, family member, it's someone that you loved in some way. They want to come back because they're locked out of heaven now. You left them with their demons, whether these demons are actual people or just demons that they were carrying within themselves. This person no longer has access to the life that they had while they were with you. They're realizing that the sauce and the juice came with you. If they tried to take your energy and your life force and basically recreate what you guys had with somebody else, that was a complete and total failure. I also feel like this Page of Cups may have went off wanting to be single. If this was an ex wanting to do their own thing, they went out there to the real world and got dogged out because they're realizing that you were the person that was shielding them. Like, you had a true genuine heart with pure intentions. That's so hard to find these days. Like loyalty, integrity, commitment, devotion are qualities that are very rare these days. And this person thought that that came a dime for a dozen. So they felt like, oh, well, if I can get the collective, if I can get this person that's this great, that's this diamond, what are the odds that I can go fish and find something better? So they took the gamble, they took the risk, and ultimately closed themselves off from you. And what they found was nothing but a bunch of snakes. They chose a new direction to go and lollygag and drink and party with snakes and demons and entities and incubus, succubus spirits. And ultimately, these energies brought this person down. They haven't been able to recover since they left you. They have not been able to recover their finances, to recover their weight, even to recover just how wholesome they felt. It's like you were feeding this person your energy, your light, your love on a consistent basis. They took advantage of that. They got used to it. They got comfortable. And then ultimately the universe kicked these people out. If these are friends, these friends spoke ill about you behind your back. They didn't have anything good to bring to the table. It's like you were constantly the one overexerting yourself, and no one really cared. When you really needed them, no one cared. And now they have to suffer the fate themselves. These people also are unawakened. So spiritually, it's like you were the one that was guiding them. When they're about to make a wrong decision or they're about to make mistakes, they would get certain information from you, and that would deter them from making certain decisions. And now they don't have that form of protection either. Look, we have conclusion and the end, and we also have movement here as well. So you're going to hear something. Someone's going to return to you. It may even be 3 people tops, and they're going to want to have their way back in. And if they don't, you can expect some form of temper tantrum to happen, because these people just want back into your light. You were honest with them. You were honest with these people. They couldn't take your honesty. They felt like you were taking the jab at their character or who they are, but really by you being honest, you were trying to guide them in the right direction. Now they went out there to encounter nothing but liars, cheaters, people that are deceptive, that don't give a F about them, and they want to go back to their safety blanket, which is you. So don't allow anyone from the past to return. I also feel like these people made you feel like you didn't belong. Guess what? Now they're going and encountering people that make them feel just as left out, just as much of an outsider as they made you feel. So all that energy is going back full circle. You're also getting to the point where you're finally going to get what you deserve. If you've been trying to manifest a house, a home, something stable, stability, and just your life in general, that's coming in. And the only reason why this is coming in is because you've removed all those obstacles that were in the way, mostly people that were sending you constant evil eye. These were like people where you would tell them your plan, and then your plan would just foil, or something would happen in the midst of it, and it's because they were sending blockages to basically prevent you from moving forward. Look, you're somebody who's very loyal. Your loyalty is one of your greatest assets, because you're not someone who can be bought. You can't be bought with items, with money, with material things, and you're also the high priestess. So dealing with this situation, it awakened your spiritual gifts, because for one, you may have been dealing with people that were lying to you, gaslighting you, stonewalling you, devaluing you, throwing you away, and the only thing that you can trust was that intuitive nudge. So moving forward, it doesn't matter who it is, whether it's your mom, your dad, your brothers, your sisters, your lovers, your husband. Listen to that gut feeling every single time. If your gut tells you something's wrong, pay attention. If your gut tells you you can't trust someone, you can't trust them. If your gut tells you to stay home, stay home. Look, forbidden. There's certain things, people that you're forbidden from having ties to. There's certain people that are tied to things that are just not for you. For you, if you do magic, if you do spell work, you're the type of person that will do light magic, work to help other people, to help yourself, to help, ascend, to help grow. You're not the type to go out there and try to send people negative, ill energy to try to stop their progression. And like that may have been what was going on. But with forbidden, whatever it is that's forbidden, whatever trap you were sent into, these people are falling into their own traps. They're realizing that they set themselves up. By trying to set you up, they set themselves up. By trying to bring you down, they ultimately brought themselves down, because now they no longer have a friend, a family member, a person like you that they can count on. Because remember, you were reliable. You were reliable throughout this entire process, and they fell for some sort of temptation, whether it was lust, lies, trickery. These people were forbidden to you in the first place. And it's like the divine was trying to get you to see that they weren't for you, and you may have been stubborn in the beginning, but now you've realized that you are worth much more. and you're going to get the life that you deserve. But what you had to do was listen. You had to listen to your intuitive nudges. You had to listen to your guides. You had to listen to those signs that you see that will tell you that someone around you is not someone that you can trust. Someone around you may be demonic. They may be Masonic. They may, you know, dabble into things that may not be wise, or even, yeah, I just feel like there was some sort of manipulation or spell work that you were going through, and it was because of the people that you were around. They were into that because that's what was helping them be successful. It was helping them maintain their notoriety. It was helping them maintain their beauty in some way. There's certain things that you can do to maintain yourself through forbidden means, through the devil. The devil can give you anything for the most part. I mean, it's not going to be a guaranteed success. Like, once the devil gives you something, it's only going to be temporarily. It's going to get snatched from you at some point in time. But these people, they didn't want to do things the right way. They didn't want to put in hard work and dedication. They wanted to take shortcuts. They felt like you were the dumb one for not being able to, you know, put away your morals and your values and your integrity to get what it is that you deserve. But you knew slow and steady wins the race. You knew taking in time and putting in that dedication was what was going to separate you from the rest. And that's exactly what happened. And now you left these people to their own demise. And now they want to come in and try to bring honesty after lying to you for so many months and years. Now they want to bring you a sense of belonging. Now they want you back. Why? Because you've left them trapped in their own mess. These people can't even escape their own minds. They're in their own mental prisons. And here you are moving on, progressing, moving on to your own timelines that you're shifting. Some of you are reality shifters. You have a lot of gifts. You just have to tap into it. Like for me, I can change anything, literally. I don't even sweat anything anymore because if the weather's bothering me, I can change it. If I don't have enough money, I can change that. So it's just a matter of using your skills, especially if you're a high priestess or a high priest, to get what it is that you deserve, and knowing that you don't have to succumb to any pressure that anyone may try to put to you so that you can do what they want. That was a skill set, and that was a lesson that you had to learn, is that sometimes you have to do things your own way because you know what you're talking about. These people try to gaslight you like you didn't know what you were talking about, and that's not the case at all. So let's see, what else do you guys need to know? 5 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, the Devil, yeah, I felt that heavy in this reading. 4 of Cups, Knight of Cups, the High Priestess, exactly. Temperance and Page of Wands. So you guys are going through some form of initiation. You've actually been initiated already, but there's certain levels to your awakenings that you have to go through, and these awakenings are triggered by traumatic issues or things that really cause you to go within. So I feel like some of you may still be grieving the past, and that's okay. Grieve what you went through because it definitely did a number on you. And I also feel like it's okay to look back to the past to see how far you've come, but don't get stuck there. You may also be grieving the fact that you may have given your heart to people multiple times, over and over again. So if you're in a situation or in this dynamic where you keep attracting the same spirit in different bodies, you have to start reflecting and seeing what is it that you're doing that's attracting these same types of people over and over again. And when they show you who they are, why do you have such a hard time listening? Or why does it take you so long to just remove yourself from the dynamics? Because I feel with the 8 of Pentacles, you were supposed to focus on your goals, your dreams, your hobbies, your job. Because whoever you were connected to, they would keep you in like this obsessive stance, or they would just keep you so tied up. These are the type of people that I feel would siphon all of your time. Like they would bring chaos and drama into your life, so much chaos that you'd be focused so much on them and the conflict at hand that you wouldn't even be able to focus on what truly mattered, on your spirituality, on your hobbies, on the things that you love to do. So the devil sometimes comes in the form of addictions. It comes in the forms of things that you know you have a hard time letting go of. Anything can be addictive. Eating, smoking, drinking, toxic behavior, toxic relationships, could be lust, temptation, fear even can be the devil. So there's people that you were connected to that were keeping you in that low vibration of fear so that you can't really move forward. And with the 4 of Cups, these people were causing you to miss opportunities. So if you feel like, wow, I dealt with this person or these people for so long and they stopped me from taking this chance and this opportunity and this situation, just know that everything that's for you will always be for you. You didn't miss out on anything that would have brought you abundance, because at the same time, even though you had all these cups, these 3 cups that just caused you pain, sorrow, misery, over it, that's what it says on her shirt, over it, these 3 cups that brought you a mass amount of just like sorrow, grief, it's okay, because you still have this one final cup that's actually from the divine. So whatever these cups were that you were receiving, whether it was relationships, opportunities that fell through, these were all from the devil. It was all a temptation. Essentially what I'm seeing is that the devil was setting out a trap for you to see, you know, can I get this person's soul? Can I get them to succumb to my way of living? Can I get them to basically go against God? And you chose against that every single time. And this may have even came in the form of people. The test came in the form of people. And by you not condoning what these people were doing, you ultimately decided that you were going to choose the highest path. And this is why you're now gaining gifts. These people that you were connected to in the past, they had gifts of their own as well. They just chose to use that as a way to manipulate others. As a way to like charm others to get what they want. And so their gifts are now being demoted. They're getting, you know, stripped of whatever abundance and whatever they had in the process of dealing with you. They were also getting protection because they were with you. Now that you're no longer in the picture, I don't know how long it's been, 2, 3, 4 years. These people are getting consistent karma. They can't catch any breaks. As soon as they get a new car, something happens to that car. As soon as they get a promotion, they have more bills on top of it to where even the promotion doesn't even make a difference. So if you feel like, oh, well, on social media, when I spy on these people, when I look on my computer, it seems like, oh, they're just doing great, everything is fine. Illusions are so easy to put up, especially on the internet, because you never know how someone's living on a day-to-day basis. You don't know what's going on with them behind closed doors. What I do know is that these people are desperately, they want you back in their life. If this is an ex, this ex desperately wants you back because they have not been able to live the same quality of life that they had when they were with you, when they were dumping all of their shit on you, and you were the one that had to basically clean this up. When these family members that you were connected to, when you were constantly working for them, constantly doing favors, constantly just being an energetic support system to them, they took full advantage of that. And they didn't realize that once you came out of the picture, you were going to pull the rug right out from under them. And this is what these people are realizing. There's 2 specific people that I can see that are really struggling as is. One of them's being completely silent. One of them like won't even talk to you. They won't even acknowledge you. They don't even want to give any inkling of the fact that they're suffering, but they know that the suffering that they're going through is a direct reflection of what they did to you. So let me get another deck. You guys may need to go outside more. There's a heavy energy of needing to balance out more, drink more water, vegetables, greens, eating fruits, eating things that are grown in nature. But what does the collective need to know at this time? Air guardian, exactly. You were guarding these people. All you had to do was shift your perception. What they tried to do was take your power away to make it seem like you weren't someone who was deserving of respect. You weren't somebody who was powerful. They basically tried to take your power away from you by having you focus on them. But essentially, you took your power back. Warrior. Yeah, you're the warrior now. You had to go through this situation to build up your strength, to build up your character, to give you grit. Because in the past, you may have had like no type of boundaries at all whatsoever. You may have been a people pleaser. You may have been someone who just, you didn't see with your spiritual eye. And it wasn't until you encountered people like this, who on a 3D level, they may look like they have their stuff together. They may look like they're attractive. They may look like people that you can trust. But if you look at them with your third eye, with your pineal gland, you will see that these people are toxic. They're entities. They're hijacked. They're people who they're so low vibrational that they can be easily hijacked by anything. Entities. So sometimes even when these people would hurt you or they harm you, it wasn't even them. I'm not trying to give excuses, but I can see just how deep the situation goes. It's like these people, they basically consented to getting hijacked by the devil because they weren't willing to have any morals or values, or they were willing to get what they want as far as like success, notoriety, beauty, at the price of anything, even you. And we also have hunter. Yeah, you had people that wanted to hunt you down. They wanted your light. They wanted your life force. They wanted your abilities. They wanted your protection. And they felt like, oh, well, if we can't get the collective to do what we want, we can just sacrifice him or her, take her power, take her destiny, dump her off, and continue moving forward. They literally tried to do this to you. What they didn't know is that they were messing with someone who was chosen. You can't do this to a chosen one. Summer. So there's some sort of shift that's coming up in summer. Summertime is also going to be significant for you. We have Shaolin Master. So you've mastered yourself. Some of you are even ascended master levels now. Because whatever you encountered, it was so severe that you almost had to relearn everything all over again. Learning who you can trust. Learning to trust yourself. Learning to control your thoughts. Because these people, it's like they almost conditioned you to behave a certain way, to believe certain things. They may have even caused you to have some form of like PTSD, and you're now relearning how to be all over again. If you were in a toxic connection with someone and you're finally meeting someone who is going to be healthy for you, which I'm in this position now, you're almost going to have to relearn or unlearn those coping mechanisms, those survival, like instead of being in the survival mode and actually living, that may be something that you'll have to learn. And if this was an issue where you dealt with someone who was a knight in shining armor, look, they're on a white horse, and this white horse has black eyes. I feel like there's someone that you were connected to who was so jealous of you, this man or woman that you were in a relationship with. At first, it was all fun and games. At first, you know, they're in love. At first, everything was fine. Then they started to really learn who you are, to really learn what you value, and this bred like an energy of jealousy, and it's almost like you were sleeping right next to the enemy, and whoever this person was, they're willing to be successful at the cost of you and your own life. They just felt like, oh, well, if the collective doesn't want to do what I want to do, I'm just going to take his or her light, go and invest it in someone else, and me and that person can continue on living this life of luxury. So they basically thought that they could have what you guys built together with someone else. This ex was rudely mistaken, and I feel like they're gonna have to pay for this for the rest of their life. This white horse to me feels like death. So some of you may have even had certain exes wish death on you because of the fact that they could not control you, and now these people have been removed. You saw through the light, you saw through the illusions, you listened to like your ancestors and the warnings that they gave you, and you basically fled at the very last second. You would have been in this situation 2, 3, 4 months longer, and who knows what would have happened. But with Shaolin Master, it was meant to happen this way. Look, Mirror Guardian, and the whole time this was happening, you had someone, a feminine energy, watching over you. And take the time to reflect. So it's okay to grieve. If you're in the process of where, yeah, everything's fine, one day, 1 month things are good, and then the next month it's not, you feel like you're backpedaling or, you know, looking back at the past, it's okay because you're still purging what you went through. Look, white witch, which is what I was saying. You're a white witch. You're somebody who, you bring spells or magic. You use your powers for good. The people that you were connected to, they wanted to try to basically turn you onto the other side, or they tried to make you dark, and you made that decision that you were going to be of light. And since they figured out that they couldn't turn you, guess what? They tried to sacrifice you. And with Direction Guardian, now you're at the position of where you're almost untouchable. You have like this supreme protection now because of the path that you went through. It was difficult. It was grueling. Some of you didn't have anyone. You didn't have your family members. You didn't have your friends. You didn't have people to count on. It was just you and God. And that's usually when you learn the most. When it's just you and God, you have a guardian angel that's watching over you, over this entire situation, and know that you were not alone. So even when you felt alone, you were not alone. You just had to choose your path. You had a choice. The divine had to see what choice, what path is this person going to choose? Are they going to choose me, or are they going to choose the devil? Most people choose the devil because the devil will give you what you want momentarily. You want money, you want looks, you want benefits. I'll give you that. Will you be able to maintain it though? No, because it comes with a price. That price could even be anything from a person, your health, your livelihood, your soul, and the devil's mad that they couldn't get a grip on you. So let's see, what else do you guys need to know at this specific time? Limitation is power. So in a way, lean into your limitations. For some reason, whatever it is that you deem as obstacles, it's actually working to your favor. So if you were to just change your mindset in some way, energy of love, know that love is everywhere, and behold the world through the eyes of love. So these people may have taught you to love yourself unconditionally, and they have taught you to live in the moment and also to accept any challenges. Yes, this situation was challenging, but you had a ton of resources to use, and those resources came from within. These are situations where other people cannot help you through this. You can only help yourself through this situation, and you will now make friends. If you've been having an issue being alone, or you want friends, you want people within your soul family, that's coming in soon, and fine wine. So this may be the time for you to really just take care of yourself and do what it is that makes you happy, because for a long time you were catering to other people, or for a long time you had others that were just constantly putting more obstacles on your path, even on the energetic level, sending you psychic attacks. I still get psychic attacks till this day, but I'm not to a point where I now know how to defend myself. I know how to reverse it now. Before, it used to make my life a living hell. Before, I used to get things literally chasing me out of my house, me and my kids, because I couldn't figure out, how to defend myself against it. But I had to go through it that one time to learn spiritual warfare, to know how do I reverse a jinn, or how do I reverse an entity that's been sent to me, or how do I reverse any mirror magic. So this was like a learning experience for me and for you guys as well. And when it comes to these people that you were connected to, for one, they were childish. They've always been childish. They were stunted in their growth. Something happened to them as a child and they didn't heal from it. And so they took that pain out on everyone else that they met afterwards. These people are going to remain at a distance from you. The divine is going to make sure that they can't come close to you, because whatever karma they're going through, you do not need to even have a slither of whatever that may be, because they're going to be living in hell. And we also have pathway. And this is going to be like hell on earth. This is like being imprisoned in your mind and imprisoned on your day-to-day life, where even though they may not have shackles, they can't make decisions and they can't have opportunities like a normal person would. Instead, this is what they're going to have: a life of labor, a life of tumultuous energy, constantly having to fight for what they want, getting stolen from. Because remember, they tried to steal not only your destiny from you, they tried to steal money, energy, time. And what they're going to have to do is watch you be in commitments, watch you get married, watch you move on, watch you have this happy life when they're stuck in this freaking despair. Because this is what they tried to bring to you: despair. And they tried to steal your light, your life force. They're going to have to deal with karmic women and karmic relationships. So if you were with someone who chose the street life, or they chose whores and players over you, oh, they're getting that for the rest of this lifetime. So even if this person wants marriage at some point in time, guess what? They're not getting it. They're getting toxicity, loss, and false people at the exact same time. So you've actually dodged the bullet. You are someone who tends to bring justice, and so it's almost like the divine, it brings you into other people's lives to basically put a stop to whatever shenanigans that they're doing. You are like the soldier. When the divine can't get someone to change, they bring you in because they know that you're someone who is just on an energetic level. You're almost like a starseed. You have a way of shifting the vibrations of wherever you're at. So when someone's good to you, they get nothing but continuous blessings moving forward. But when they're evil to you, when they try to sacrifice you, when they try to, cause more chaos and drama in your life, that's exactly what they get back in return. And it's actually the beginning of their downfall. These people are in the process of their downfall. Whatever image that they had in public, that image is crumbling down. They're getting basically whistleblown. This is like public humiliation, gossip, whatever they try to do to you. The word is getting around somehow through either you, through any platforms you may have, through third parties and people speaking up and standing up for you. Just know that anything that was done, they're not getting away with it. It's all seen, and you were protected through it all. And now you get this clean slate where you get to start life the way that you want to. And now you have all the tools. You know what it looks like. You know what demons look like. You know what their vibration is like. You know how they try to basically mess with your psyche. And you can deter from stepping into those same traps. And now whatever it is that you learned, you can share it with other people like me. I had my own scenario with this narcissistic family, and everything that I've learned through that, I'm sharing it with you in my platform. And it's the same thing. You guys are supposed to do the same thing. Write books, seminars, Zoom classes, share the knowledge that you have, because you can literally save someone from going through the exact same scenario that it took you so long to recover from this. And this is going to benefit not just yourself, but humans and humankind altogether. So yeah, that's the end of your reading. I hope you like it and have a good rest of your day. Bye.